momento único por cómo se dio, donde se dio, después de tanto esperar. La verdad que no había mejor manera de...
Now, ever wondered how the last 10 Copa America winners clinched their titles? Well, in this video, we'll uncover the incredible story of a team that not only won the trophy undefeated, but also did it without conceding a single goal. Plus, we'll dive into the tale of how a legendary player ended a 20-year title drought for his country in spectacular style. Brazil, 1999. Kicking things off with Brazil's victory in the 1999 Copa America. The tournament was held in Paraguay, and the Brazil team came in with a point to prove as the defending champions. And boy, did they deliver. Under Vanderlei Luxemburgo, Brazil played an all-out attacking game. Rivaldo was the maestro in midfield, and Ronaldo was unstoppable up front. These two were a nightmare for defenders. Brazil started with a bang, winning Venezuela 7-0 and then beat Mexico 2-1 and Chile 1-0 in the group stage in the quarter-finals. Brazil faced Argentina and they came out on top with a 2-1 win. Rivaldo and Ronaldo were both on the score sheet, showing why they were the stars of the tournament. Then came the semi-finals against Mexico. Brazil turned on the style again, winning 2-0 with goals from Rivaldo and Amoroso. These two were just unstoppable. In the final against Uruguay, Brazil dominated, winning 3-0 with Rivaldo scoring twice and Ronaldo adding another. Brazil were champions again, and they did it in style. Brazil's 1999 victory was all about attacking brilliance and team effort. Rivaldo and Ronaldo were on another level. But check this out. Our next team, they didn't rely on big-name superstars. No, they built a super team that won the Copa America without conceding a single goal. Yeah, you heard me right. Not a single goal. And they did it in front of their home fans right in their backyard. How crazy is that? Colombia, 2001. Oscar Cordoba, the Colombian goalkeeper, was instrumental in Colombia's success, keeping clean sheets throughout the tournament and helping the team breeze past their opponents. So how did they achieve this? Colombia's approach in 2001 was all about rock-solid defense and lightning-fast counter-attacks. Their backline, led by Ivan Cordoba, was like a brick wall. No one was getting past them. And up front, they had Victor Aristizabal, who was just lethal. Every time he got the ball, you knew something was going to happen. Getting to the final was quite a ride. In the group stage, they were on fire, winning all three matches. They took down Venezuela 2-0, Ecuador 1-0, and Chile 2-0. In the quarterfinals, they faced Peru. Aristizabal was in beast mode, scoring 2 of the 3 goals. The other goal came from Hernandez, and they cruised to a 3-0 victory. They were on a mission. In the semi-finals against Honduras, Aristizabal and Bedoya scored goals, securing a 2-0 win with a strong defense and clinical attack. And then we had the grand finale against Mexico, with over 47,000 fans in attendance. A tight match, and the only goal of the game was a set piece in the 65th minute when Ivan Cordoba rose above everyone else and headed it in. Boom! Colombia took the lead, and from there, it was all about that impenetrable defense holding firm till the final whistle. The game ended 1-0, and the Colombia national team were champions. Colombia's 2001 victory wasn't just a win, it was a statement. A statement that with the right mix of defense and attack, anything is possible. But what do you think? From Colombia's impenetrable defense, we move on to a team known for their attacking flair that breaks defenses. Brazil, 2004. Brazil in 2004 was still all about flair and that samba style, which means prioritizing control and creative passes we all love. They had a mix of seasoned stars and rising talents like Adriano and Ricardo, who could turn the game on its head in a heartbeat. Brazil was a powerhouse. They played with a lot of flair, always looking to attack and dominate possession. With Adriano up front, who was an absolute beast, and Kaká pulling the strings in midfield, they had a perfect balance. Their defense wasn't too shabby either, with Juan and Lucio forming a solid partnership at the back. Brazil had a great start to the tournament, defeating Chile 1-0 and Costa Rica 4-1 before losing 2-1 to Paraguay to finish second in their group. Adriano, Ricardo Oliveira and Alex's goals put them ahead of Mexico 4-0 in the quarter-finals, taking them a step closer to the final. Adriano's goal put the semi-final match against Uruguay at 1 goal apiece in an exciting match. Brazil then prevailed 5-3 in the penalty shootout. In the grand finale against Argentina, the match was a classic. Argentina took the lead twice twice, but Adriano scored a last-minute equaliser to make it 2-2, sending the game to penalties. Brazil kept their cool and won the shootout 4-2. Their 2004 final triumph was all about never giving up, with Adriano and Luisao being standout performers. This Samba magic set the stage for Brazil to win again in 2007. Brazil 2007. This time, it wasn't just about flair. They showed grit, unity, and a serious fighting spirit. And with Dunga at the helm, they had that extra edge of discipline and determination. Brazil changed things up and played with a lot of versatility. They could attack with flair, but they were also rock solid at the back. Robinho was their standout star, dazzling everyone with his skills and scoring touch. In the group stage, Brazil had a shaky start, losing 2-0 to Mexico, but bounced back by beating Chile 3-0 and Ecuador 1-0. In the quarterfinals, they faced Chile again and turned on their style, with Robinho scoring twice in a 6-1 demolition. The semi-finals against Uruguay was a tough game, ending 2-2 with goals from Maicon and Julio Baptista. Brazil held their nerve in the penalty shootout, winning 5-4 after Forlan's miss for Uruguay. And then to the grand finale against their eternal rivals, Argentina. Everyone expected a tight contest, but Brazil had other ideas. Julio Baptista opened the scoring with a thunderbolt of a shot in the 4th minute. Then Argentina's Roberto Ayala scored an own goal and Dani Alves sealed the deal with a 3rd. And with this, the deal was sealed. Brazil had won the trophy. Their win was all about resilience and stepping up when it mattered most. Robinho, their main man, was the tournament's top scorer, and the team showed incredible spirit. And speaking of incredible spirit, our next team also possessed a teamwork spirit that saw them win the 2011 Copa America trophy. Uruguay 2011. Uruguay's 2011 Copa America win reflected their resurgence after losing to Brazil in 1999. Held in Argentina, Uruguay showcased their footballing prowess with discipline, counter-attacking play under coach Oscar Tabarez. Luis Suarez dazzled with his energy and goals, while Diego Forlan added experience and class. Uruguay started strong in their group stage, drawing 1-1 with Peru and Chile, and securing a 1-0 win against Mexico. In the quarterfinals, they faced Argentina in a nail-biter that ended 1-1, but Uruguay won 5-4 on penalties, with Suarez and Forlan cool under pressure. In the semi-finals against Peru, Suarez scored both goals in a 2-0 win, showcasing his incredible finishing and movement. And then the grand finale against Paraguay. This was Uruguay's chance to shine, and boy did they take it. Suarez opened the scoring with a clinical finish, and Forlan added 2 more to seal a 3-0 victory. It was a dominant performance from start to finish. This Uruguay team was all about teamwork and resilience, but the next team was all about dominance, which would see them win back-to-back Copa America trophies. Chile 2015. Chile under Jorge Sampaoli was like watching a relentless force of nature. They played this high-intensity, fast-paced attacking style in their 3-4-3 system that was just breathtaking. Alexis Sanchez was the star up front, always buzzing around, creating chances and scoring goals. And Arturo Vidal, that guy was a beast in midfield, breaking up plays and driving the team forward. So how were they able to defeat all odds and then go on to win the Copa Trophy? Chile kicked off the group stage with a bang. They won Ecuador 2-0, drew 3-3 with Mexico in a thrilling match, and smashed Bolivia 5-0, leading them to be top of the table. In the quarterfinals, they faced Uruguay. The game was intense and very physical, but Chile came out on top with a late goal from Mauricio Isla. In the semi-finals against Peru, talk about drama. Eduardo Vargas was the hero, scoring twice in a 2-1 win. His second goal, an absolute rocket from outside the box. Peru gave it their all, but Chile held on. The final was calling, and in the grand finale against Argentina, the match ended 0-0 after extra time, leading to penalties. Chile kept their composure, with Alexis Sanchez scoring the decisive penalty with a Panenka. Chile was crowned champions, and the celebrations were wild as the entire country erupted in joy. So what do you think? Was this a fluke? Chile's 2015 victory was all about passion, intensity, and belief, and they showed the same thing 1 year after when they got crowned again in 2016. Chile 2016. You might be wondering why there was a Copa America in 2016. Well, the tournament was held to celebrate CONMEBOL's centennial.
CONMEBOL unveiled a special trophy for the 2016 Copa America to celebrate the tournament's 100th anniversary.
with acting president Nicolas Leos aiming for a grand event which was held in the United States. Chile seized the opportunity and clinched another trophy, proving their 2015 win was no fluke.
Sí, señores, Chile con la copa en alto le dice al mundo.
Chile's tactics under Juan Antonio Pizzi was pretty similar to their 2015 approach: high intensity, high pressing, and relentless attacking. Alexis Sanchez and Arturo Vidal were once again the stars of the show, with Alexis causing all sorts of trouble for defenders and Vidal being the engine of the team. Chile started their campaign with a bit of a wobble, losing 2-1 to Argentina in their opening game. But hey, champions bounce back, right? And yeah, they did just that, beating Bolivia 2-1 and Panama 4-2 to make it out of the group stage. In the quarterfinals, Chile faced Mexico, and oh boy did they make a statement. They thrashed Mexico 7-0. Yes, you heard that right, 7 goals. Eduardo Vargas was on fire, scoring 4 goals in that match. It was an absolute demolition job. Then to the semi-finals against Colombia. This one had a bit of everything: goals, rain delays, you name it. Charles Aranguiz and Jose Pedro Fuenzalida scored early, and Chile held on for a 2-0 win despite the crazy weather. They were heading to the final once again. And then the final. Deja vu, anyone? It was Chile versus Argentina, round 2. Just like the previous year, it was a tense goalless affair that went to penalties. The pressure was immense, but Chile kept its cool. Francisco Silva scored the decisive penalty, and Chile were champions once again, winning the penalty 4-2. The celebrations were just as wild as the year before. Chile's back-to-back wins were a testament to their resilience and determination. Alexis Sanchez and Arturo Vidal were once again the heroes, but the entire team played their hearts out. Chile's dominance would end here, and the dominant winner Brazil would take back their spot. Brazil 2019. The 2019 Copa America tournament was held in Brazil, and the pressure was on. The last time Brazil hosted the Copa America in 1989, they won it, but could they do it again 30 years later? This was the question, and yes, they did it in style. Brazil tactics under Tite were a blend of solid defense and lethal attack. They played with a lot of flair and creativity, but they were also rock solid at the back. Dani Alves, the ageless wonder, was the captain and the heartbeat of the team. Gabriel Jesus was their live wire up front, always looking to make something happen. Brazil started strong in the group stage, thrashing Bolivia 3-0, drawing 0-0 with Venezuela, and then dismantling Peru 5-0. They were making a statement right from the start. In the quarter-finals, Brazil faced Paraguay. It was a tense match that ended 0-0 and it went to penalties. Brazil kept their cool, winning the shootout 4-3. Alisson Becker was the hero, saving a crucial penalty. Then came the semi-finals against their arch-rivals Argentina. Gabriel Jesus opened the scoring, and Roberto Firmino added another to secure a 2-0 win. Beating Argentina felt extra sweet for the Brazilian fans. In the final against Peru, Brazil had already beaten them in the group stage, but the final was different. Everton Suarez scored early, Peru equalised with a penalty, but Gabriel Jesus restored Brazil's lead before half-time. Richarlison added a late penalty to secure a 3-1 victory, and Brazil were champions on home soil once again. Brazil's 2019 victory was a perfect mix of skill, strategy, and a bit of home advantage. Dani Alves and Gabriel Jesus were standout performers, but it was a team effort all the way. What do you think? Was it Brazil's attacking flair that made the difference, or was it their solid defense that laid the foundation for their success? Now, from Brazil's glorious win in 2019 to Argentina finally breaking their long trophy drought. Argentina 2021. One of the most emotional victories in recent Copa America history is Argentina's 2021 triumph. Which was held in Brazil. This tournament was a roller coaster of emotions, especially for Lionel Messi. After so many near misses, could Messi finally lift a major trophy with Argentina? Well, he did, and it was glorious. Tactically, Argentina under Lionel Scaloni was all about balance. They had a solid defense and a fluid attack, with Messi orchestrating everything. Emiliano Martinez, the goalkeeper, was a revelation, making crucial saves throughout the tournament. It was a team effort, but you could feel everyone rallying behind Messi. So, how did they get to the final? Argentina kicked off the group stage with a 1-1 draw against Chile, then beat Uruguay 1-0, Paraguay 1-0 and Bolivia 4-1. Messi was on fire, scoring goals and creating chances left and right. They finished top of their group, looking very strong. In the quarterfinals, Argentina faced Ecuador. Messi was magical, assisting 2 goals and scoring a beauty himself in a 3-0 win. Then came the semi-finals against Colombia, and boy was it tense. It ended 1-1 and we went to penalties, Emiliano Martinez was the hero, saving 3 penalties in a shootout win. His trash talking and mind games were legendary. And then the final against Brazil at the Maracana. Angel Di Maria scored a beautiful lob goal in the first half, and then Argentina held on for dear life. Brazil threw everything at them, but Argentina's defense was rock solid. When the final whistle blew, it was pure jubilation. Messi finally had his trophy. Argentina's 2021 victory was a story of teamwork and a bit of Messi magic. Emiliano Martinez and Lionel Messi were the standout performers, but every player gave their all. What do you think? Was it Messi's leadership that made the difference, or was it Scaloni's tactics? Argentina 2024. From Argentina's emotional triumph, let's move on to the most recent Copa America and the 2024 tournament, which saw Messi cry and smile. After the dramatic win in 2021, the pressure was on for Argentina to deliver again. This time, the tournament was held in the United States, and Argentina was determined to show they were still at the top of their game. Under coach Lionel Scaloni, Argentina played with a mix of experienced stars and rising talents. Lionel Messi, now in the twilight of his international career, was still the maestro, while younger stars like Enzo Fernandez and Julian Alvarez added energy and flair. So how did they get to the final? Well, Argentina started the group stage strong, winning all their group stage matches against Canada 2-0, Peru 2-0, and Chile 1-0 to finish top of their group. In the knockout stages, they faced Ecuador in the quarter-finals, which ended 1-1, and went straight to penalties, which would see Argentina win on penalties 4-2. In the semi-final against Canada, Argentina fought hard for a 2-0 victory, with goals from Julian Alvarez and Messi. Then came the final against Colombia, a match full of tension from start to finish. The intensity was high, but disaster struck when Messi was forced to leave the pitch due to injury in the 66th minute, with the goal score being 0-0. With Messi sidelined, it seemed like all hope was lost. However, Lautaro Martinez stepped up magnificently in the 112th minute, scoring a stunning goal that secured the victory and led Argentina to the title. Tears of joy rolled down the face of Lionel Messi as they successfully ended the 20-year drought with 2 Copa Americas and 1 World Cup. Argentina's 2024 triumph was a testament to their enduring quality and resilience. Messi's leadership and the contributions from younger players like Lautaro and Alvarez made all the difference. What do you think? Was it Messi's experience or the fresh energy of the new stars that clinched the title? And with that, we wrap up our look at the last 10 Copa America winners. From Brazil's Samba magic to Argentina's latest triumph, it's been a journey through some incredible footballing moments. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time for more footballing history. And to know more about our Brazil and Argentina clashes, you can check out our previous video.